So as I explained in my first video a little bit about OBE, outcome-based education. It is a new type of education. It's a modernized way of teaching and learning. So basically, OBE is all about a human being. So as we know, there are three learning domains: cognitive domains,
Psychomotor domain,
and
affective domain.
affective domain. Can you speak louder in order for the audience to completely absorb your teaching or your conversation, right?
Yes.
So, as we explained, there are three main domains of learning, and these domains are basically overlapping each other sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes one thing comes under the umbrella of one domain, that thing also comes under the umbrella of another thing. So they are basically these, if you say these are three circles, so they are overlapping each other. So first of all, let's talk about, as we explained, these three learning domains are for human development.
Yes.
And OBE is also for human development. Basically, it's all about human being, it's all about our students. So what is cognitive domain?
So cognitive domains is all about mind and mental.
How? To make it simple. Cognitive mean mental
Yes.
or mind. So it's about knowledge, understanding,
Yes.
you're learning something,
Yes.
getting the idea
Ideas.
about something.
Yes.
This is come under the cognitive domain.
Yes.
So for instance, if I want to ask you that what is Newton's second law? So this is come under the, if you answer me, it is come under the cognitive domain?
Cognitive domain. Yes.
Okay. So this is all about remembering or understanding your brain and mind. You are remembering and forgetting something. So it's about cognitive domain, right? Let's go to psychomotor domain.
Yes.
What is psychomotor domain?
So psychomotor domain is all about having skills. So it depends on the body physically. So if you have communication skills and you have other skills and having team skills.
But I think what I understand that if you learn something in the class
Yes.
through teaching, so that is basically in cognitive domain.
Yes.
But if you want to go and see how I can use this knowledge in the laboratory or industry, so I think it's come under psychomotor domain.
Yes.
So this is all about skills, set-up skills, as you mentioned that, for instance, if you know how to operate a machine, how to troubleshoot if there is some fault.
Yes.
So this is come under the psychomotor domain. This is all about physical body.
Body.
So it's related to it's your physical movement.
Yes.
It is not something remembering. As I mentioned that there are some overlapping.
Overlapping. Yes.
As you say that how you can use some skills if you don't remember it, you don't use mind. Yes, but there are some overlapping, but broadly it's all about the skills.
Yes.
Psychomotor domain. So let's third is affective domain. What is this about? Affective domain.
It's all about attitude.
So your heart or soul. So attitude. Can you explain this a little bit? What is attitude basically?
Basically, confidence.
Confidence. Now, attitude means you are working in a company
Yes.
or corporate sector. How you are treating your colleagues? This is attitude.
Yes.
If you have a good GPA and if you have the skills, but you don't know how to treat people, how to meet people, how to behave with people, how to work in a team, how to work how to meet your customers, how to enhance or improve your corporate sector, the product improve. You need a good effectiveness. You need attitudes, good attitudes. So these effective domains are basically all about your attitudes, your behavior, how you behave with your customers if you are working in industry or in corporate sectors. So you people, you now see that how OB is basically focusing. You understand thing. This is just a cognitive domain. in the class. But that knowledge, because of that knowledge, I explained that Newton's second law, explained Newton's second law. So you explain to me, then you get a GPA, you get a score.
Yes.
But that is not working only. Stakeholders, industry, people, employer, not just looking for GPA. These are all looking for skills and attitudes, not only for knowledge. So in traditional education system, we have only which domain?
Cognitive.
Only cognitive domain. We only cognitive. We are not looking for skills.
Yes.
We are just seeing people. They are just telling their children, the younger, they please get good marks. This is the sufficient for me. But marks is not the only way a stakeholder, the employer is looking for. So I hope today's video was just about the three learning domains: the cognitive domain, the psychomotor domain, and the affective domain. And we explained that OB is basically focusing on all these three.
Yes.
To achieve all these three all together, if we want that our graduates will be the part of the workforce and he at least can work for the industry and for the nation, for the country, so we need to focus on these three domains.
So that's all about the OBE, about the human being. So see you in next video. Thanks for watching.